Do what?
It was the same as Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. I've tried one of those Zooms. I've got one, and of course we have trouble a lot of times with the internet. But all these teams are upgrading their stadiums and stuff, so they're getting Wi-Fi in their stadium. We got Wi-Fi here now, but I use a router that you put SIM cards in.
Yep.
And I used those on the road this year, and it worked pretty
Who
good.
did you?
Well, I had a local guy that put in our Wi-Fi for here in the
I'm talking about for as far as your SIM card.
AT&T.
AT&T.
But you can use either one.
Yeah, I didn't.
But
I carry a Verizon phone
yeah,
and an AT&T phone, and then I've also got C Spire, which is up here. I guess C Spire is the same as Verizon, but down in
yeah.
Mississippi,
It's like we go north part of northwest.
yeah,
AT&T. You get Jackson and go up that way. It's awesome.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
Oh. But now, like I said, I used that router this year instead of a hotspot, and of course, I'm running it with
Does it seem to be
hard
just
work.
more pure?
Oh yeah,
SIM
yeah,
card,
yeah,
just using the router.
yeah. Use this router. Yes.
I wonder what that is. The phone's just not a stable Wi-Fi. Is that what it is?
I don't know. It just that hotspot sometimes didn't work well, or you would have to dummy your resolution down so much. Yeah. All right, we're ready.
Sounds like a winner. Who we got tonight? Good afternoon, Tiger fans. Welcome for Hardin County High School basketball tonight from Makeda Welch Gymnasium. I'm Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell, and we are here out of the Steve Smith press box. We're going to be bringing you the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Kossuth. Oh, I said that right. Kossuth Aggies right off the bat have come up from Mississippi, and we always welcome them here. And we're looking for a chance, an opportunity to take a pair from them tonight. But that remains to be seen. I don't know much about the Aggie team. I do know that the Lady Tigers are 2-0 now and looking for an opportunity to extend that to 3 tonight and then go to Adamsville tomorrow night.
Yeah, I hope we play better than you can say, Kossuth. But saying that, yeah, in talking with Coach Kurt last Saturday on Sports Talk, he compared them a lot to Scotts Hill, maybe Central Alabama, kind of young team. And, we've got a team, too, that is young but with a little bit of experience, I guess, if you can call mostly juniors experienced and playing a freshman a lot. But we played really well against Scotts Hill, played really well against Central Alabama. That game was kind of tougher on us because they came out in the press. We had to work our way through that, but in the second half just took control and ran away with that game. So it'll be interesting. That's Friday night. We're playing tonight, and then we're going to turn around and play a rival game tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a lot of games in a short period of time, and we'll get an opportunity to build some leg strength as we get ready for the district set schedule. It'll start at the beginning of 2025. Right now, the leading scorer for the Tigers is Hannah Miller, averaging 12 points a game. She's followed by Lilybeth DeBerry with 8.5. Shaylee Green right behind her with 7.5, and Riley Strickland with 5.5, and Averly Warren with 6.5 points a game. So all of them beginning to build their reputations in abilities to score defensively. We've played well.
Yep, they have played well defensively. Of course, we've talked about Averly. She's a freshman, but she's got size. She's 6'2.5", and she's learning each and every game. Shelly Green had a really good game against Central, and that's what they expect from her. She can control inside. She can play outside. She had double digits in points, had a lot of rebounds. So, and then you got Hannah and LB and Riley on the outside, and then you got Avery Beavis, that's their defensive stopper, and she usually gets the best shooter. So, like I said, first couple of games have looked good. We'll see about tonight, and then tomorrow night. We're going to play a really good team tomorrow night. They've got some kids that can play. They got some kids that can shoot. They've had one move in that is a freshman, but is playing. I take that back. I don't know if she's a freshman, but they've had a kid move in. That's good. They got one of the better players in McNairy County as a freshman. They thought she was going to go to McNairy. She ended up at Adamsville. She's getting a lot of playing time. So we got to get through this one first, but a couple of tough games coming
Okay,
up.
we got round ball coming your way in just a couple of minutes. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with tonight's starting lineups. So the starting lineups for the Aggies is being announced right now, and it will, as Elena Lewis comes out, Emma Franks, Chloe Caldwell, Sarah Childs, and Claire Hopper. Head coach is Chad Brown. The Tigers, as the lights come down, spotlight comes up, will be introduced post haste. Riley Strickland, a senior, will be the first off the bench. And Hannah Miller, a junior, wearing number 10. Strickland wearing number 4. And Shaylee Green, a sophomore, wearing number 11. Then we got Lily Beth DeBerry, wearing number 14. She's a junior. And last is Avery Beavis, who is a junior, and she wears number 23. Lights come back up. Get the old eyes adjusted. Try to get my partner to weigh in tonight. He's busy filling his face while we.
I'm eating. I'm sorry.
Go on there. So if anybody noticed that, please don't put it on Facebook or anything.
Yeah.
All right. So tap is going to be controlled by Shaylee Green. It says looks like the Aggies are giving up a little height to the Tigers. Here's a pass over on the left wing. Strickland has it to Green at the high post. Now a shot in the corner off and no good by Hannah Miller. It's going to go out of bounds. Touch last by the Tigers. We're underway. Tigers drew back a 0 on this trip down the floor, but now they'll drop back on defense, and they're setting up in a 2-3 zone. Tigers in white with maroon, and Aggies in maroon and white. If you don't think that doesn't confuse me, then you're wrong. Across the timeline and into the court of Hopper. Here's a steal. Coming up with it is Miller. She drives in, puts the shot up, missed the layup. Rebound over in the corner there now is taken by Elena McKee. Now across to Franks in the corner. 4-3 as Claire Hopper, and she hit a three right there. And it's 3-0 Aggies right now. 7 minutes, 1 minute gone on the first quarter clock. Now with it is DeBerry at the free throw line to Green. Green drives, lays it up, scores. Green went from the free throw line on the right side of the lane, laid it up and in, and cut the lead down to 1. So here come the Aggies down the floor. In the paint goes Franks. Kick out and a three-pointer up, no good. Rebound, however, taken and put up by Lewis. It's no good. Finally picked up by Green, kicked outside now. The Tigers running the floor. Green in the forecourt on the left side to Strickland. Riley on the left wing now. Miller underneath. Green has a shot blocked, but the follow is going to be, I thought it was going, and it fell off, no good. It looked like that was Beavis on the follow, and it just didn't go. The Aggies have it now working the other end of the floor. 6:05 left to go first period. Tigers down 3-2. This is Lady Tigers and Lady Aggies. Hardin County versus Kossuth, Mississippi. I did it again. Here's a pass inside, and Lewis collides with Beavis just outside the lane, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it's given to the Aggies. And Elena Lewis will dribble down in the lane over on the left wing. With it is Hopper. Now trying to work it into the paint. Stealing is Miller. Miller gets the steal at the high post right side. Here's Strickland down the floor to Green. Green has it baseline. Outside now and driving in the paint goes, I believe that's DeBerry. Or rather Beavis, and Beavis goes to her knees. The ball is kicked out. There's a timeout on the floor. Timeout called Kossuth. With 5:23 left to go, Tigers trail by 1, back in 30 seconds. All right. Kossuth will have it out in the back. See, I got it right that time. Kossuth will have it in the backcourt, and they will bring it down the floor. Go over on the right wing. It's an attempted steal by Beavis. Not to no avail. Outside now. Here's a shot from 3 by Lewis. Headed away. Long rebound outside for Strickland, and Strickland comes down the floor, catches Green wide open, lays it up and in. Nice pass by Strickland. Good bucket by Green. She has 4, and the Tigers' lead is 1. So, Franks has it on the right side. Drives in, cross-court pass over to Hopper. Now to Lewis. Lewis in the lane. Bank shot, won't go. Rebound taken down by Beavis. Beavis over to Strickland. Strickland back to Beavis. Now on the left side now to DeBerry. LB passes it back outside. Now she's got it back on the left wing. Inbounds going to be saved in there by Hopper. Green gets it, kicks it out back outside. Beavis goes in for the shot off of the pass there. It's off, no good. Then finally booted out of bounds. It will be Kossuth basketball. Into the game comes Sarah Childs. She checked out very early, and she's back in now. With it. And dribbling down the floor is Elena Lewis. Lewis is on the right side now to Childs. Back around on the left now. Quickly in the lane. Out now in the paint. 12-foot jumper is off, no good by Franks. Rebound, Green gets it and gets it out to Strickland. Strickland running into the forecourt. Green catches up, takes the ball from her, and heads down the right side. There's a long pass over on the other side, a wide open three. It's up and no good by DeBerry. Rebound, Green in the corner now. Here's Miller for three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Lewis. 4-3, Tigers up by 1. Lewis down the floor. Goes over to Childs. Now to Caldwell. Here's a driving jumper by Lewis. It's no good. Rebound taken down by the Tigers' Hannah Miller. Miller will get it over now to Strickland. Strickland in the forecourt to Miller on the right wing. About a 3-2 zone, maybe a 1-2-2 by the Aggies. Here's a pass inside now. Down in the corner now to Miller. Now a pass on the left wing. DeBerry for three. She got it, yes. Lily Beth uncorked her first bucket of the night, and it's 7-3. Tigers up by 4. On the left side, Franks. She'll try the three. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Green. Green now to Strickland. Strickland on the right-hand dribble down to DeBerry on the left wing. Long, dangerous pass, but she got it over there. Here's a pass underneath. They try to go to Beavis on the baseline, and it's a little too hot and a little bit too hard for her. And that will be the turnover that will give it to Kossuth. They're down by 4 now. 2:14 left to go, first period. Pass on the left wing to Franks. Out now to Hopper. Hopper stopped, double teamed on the baseline. Will pass it out to Lewis, and she boots it into the corner out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Tigers with 2 minutes exactly left on the scoreboard. Here in the first period, Tigers lead 7-3. Into the game comes Averly Warren. Out comes Shaylee Green. Warren, the freshman, Green, the sophomore. 1:55 across the timeline to Warren. Warren, quick pass it down the corner, but quick pass back, she scored. Nice play there between Warren and Beavis underneath, and Warren picks up her first bucket tonight right off the bench here with 1:45 left to go. Here's an attempted steal in the circle. Coming up with it is Franks. Outside now to Lewis. Around the wing now, and a steal by Miller. Loose ball in the paint. It's going to be a held ball. I thought for a second that Miller was going to get away with that, but she and Beavis kind of got tied up in there, and it ends up a held ball, and it will be Kossuth basketball on the baseline. Now, Childs. Inbounds pass, stolen away by Miller. Hannah running the floor, drives, banks it, missed it, rebound. It's Warren's no good. Gets a follow again. Second, third shot, missed it, rebound. Now finally kicked out, and they're going to call traveling. I think it's going to be on Beavis. Warren had a couple of shots inside. They just fell right off the side of the rim. But 9-3 now. Tigers up by 6. 1:11 left to go in the first. Franks will dribble across the timeline for Kossuth. On the right side to Childs. Left side to Lewis. Now, Childs to Franks. To Childs on the right wing. Driving in, Lewis puts the shot up, no good. Rebound taken down, and coming out with it is Strickland. Running. She looks underneath for Warren. Warren wide open for the layup. Strickland and Warren combined for a deuce on a fast break, and it looked pretty. 11-3, 33 seconds now. Aggies in the forecourt. Out on the right side is a steal by DeBerry. DeBerry gets it out to Strickland. Tigers running. A 4-on-3. Cross into the corner. They get it to Miller. 20 seconds remaining. Now they're saying Miller stepped on the corner line. And it will be Kossuth basketball with 20 seconds left to go here in the first period. Tigers leading at 11-3. So Elena Lewis will come across the timeline and go to Childs on the right side. Now to Franks. Franks back to Childs. Now to Hopper. All of them outside. 3 seconds. They better hurry. They're not going to get a shot off. Finally goes in the lane, puts up about a 14-footer at a little short, and that will be the end of the first period of play. 11-3 is the score. We'll take a 60-second pause for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with more Tiger basketball. Hardin County takes an 8-point lead in the first quarter as they combined some nifty long court running and some really good pass work and really good defense, holding the Aggies to 3 points in the first quarter.
Well, they're doing exactly what they need to do. Shaylee, excuse me, and Averly taking control inside, and that's going to open up a lot of opportunities outside, probably moving forward.
Original starting five back on the floor now for the Tigers, and they'll have the basketball to begin this stanza. And now with it is Beavis on the left side, back outside now to DeBerry, back to Beavis for three. Yes. So that was Miller. I'm sorry, I got the wrong number there. Miller's going to pick up the three. And the Aggies run it down, now trailing by 11. With it now is Hopper on the left side now. Inside to Lewis, steal in the lane by Miller. And that's the first foul of the night. Didn't have a single foul in the first quarter. And the foul is going to be on Miller reaching in. It's not a shooting foul, but inbounds is going to be through the hands of Lewis, picked up there and down the floor for a fast break. Miller goes up for the shot. She missed it, but she was hammered. And I said too much about no fouls because there's one right there. That's going to be Sarah Childs who picks up the first Kossuth foul tonight. And to the line will go Hannah Miller to shoot 2 free throws. First shot is off the back rim real hard. And she'll get another. Missed them both. Rebound is going to be Kossuth. Lewis running the floor, drives down on the baseline, puts up a layup and got it. Boy, she got the roll on that one, but that was an athletic move by Lewis. She just kind of blew past everybody. And now it's 14-5 with 6:52 left to go in the second. Miller has it, head of the key, looking inside. Drives down to the low post, puts the shot up. Missed it, got her own rebound. Came out from underneath the basket. Here's a shot off the left wing. It's off and no good by DeBerry. Rebound taken by Caldwell. Now to Lewis on the other end. Lewis drives in the paint, tries to bounce pass it underneath. It gets kicked out, but it's picked up by Kossuth. Here's another pass that goes through the hands, but it comes into the hands of Hopper on the left side. Down the lane, and Franks goes in trying to force a shot up, and she's going to end up losing the ball out of bounds, and it will be Tiger basketball. 6:17 left to go here in the second period. 14-5, Hardin County up by 9. And dribbling down for the Tigers is DeBerry. Quickly to Green. Green back to DeBerry in the corner. Now over to Miller. Driving in is Beavis. Beavis banks one on the left side. Nice shot. As Avery is going to pick up her first points tonight. And now there's a whistle and a timeout call. Timeout, Kossuth. 5:53 remaining here in the second period. We'll take a 60-second pause and we'll come back. Tigers leading 16-5. Kossuth will dribble down following the timeout. On the dribble is Claire Hopper. So try to force it in the lanes. Picked up a loose ball inside by Green. Green gets it. The Tigers get the turnover, and coming down the floor comes Strickland. Goes to Miller. Miller has it knocked into the backcourt, but touched last by Lewis. So Tigers retain possession into Green at the high post. She drives in, splits a double team, goes under to force up a bank shot. Caught the underside of the rim, didn't go, but she's fouled. The foul is going to be on Caldwell. Her first, team second, and to the line will go Shaylee Green. And she'll be shooting two with 5:22 left to go in the second period. Tigers up 16-5. Shaylee can add to it with ease. First shot, I could tell that was a little short when it left the hand.
That's 3 in a row, isn't it?
And we've had a rough time with free throws tonight. Second one is, wow, cleanly in the cotton. She's going to hit 1 out of 2 there. And the Tiger lead is 12. Down the floor come the Aggies on the right side. That's Hammock in the game for Kossuth now. On the left side down to Hopper. Hopper to Lewis. Lewis stops in the paint about 12 feet away. Passes out. It's going to be stolen there. And coming out with the steal is Miller, and she is virtually hit and run by an Aggie player. And they call the foul. And it's going to be on that's on 14, so that's going to be on McKee, who came into the game as a sub. So Tigers take it on the possession. Now pass it inside to Green. Green lets it go through her hands. It's going to be recovered by Kossuth. They're running the floor on the other end. Now to Hopper on the left wing. Tigers still in the 2-3 zone. So Lewis drives in, tries to find an opening underneath. Green blocks that passage. Now there's a whistle and a foul call, and it's going to be on Shaylee Green. And that is her first. But on the line goes Lewis, shooting 2, first shot, missed it. So we got one of those free throws we missed back there. 17-5 now, 17-6 as Lewis hits the second free throw. 4:31 left to go in the first half of play. Nice little crowd here on a Monday night, Thanksgiving week. As they go to Miller on the right side, back outside to Strickland. In the corner now to Miller, gets it back to Strickland. She drives, has an opening to the basket, just missed the layup. And a rebound's going to be tapped out of bounds by, it looks like the Tigers touched it last. I didn't see that, but that is indicative by the fact that the Aggies have the ball now. As we're halfway through the second quarter, Tigers up by 11. Over on the left side now, they go to Childs. In the paint, Lewis loses it again, and now there's a hell ball. 3 or 4 white shirts, Tigers that is, and 1 maroon shirt. held ball the call, and now they're going to give it to the Aggies in the forecourt on the alternation. So, inbounding is Hopper. They pass it around the left wing to Lewis. Lewis back outside now to Childs. Pass down in the corner. Looks like it goes out of bounds. The question was who touched it last, and they're saying that the Aggies did. Give it to the Tigers. Lady Tigers leading it 17-6. 3:40 left to go here in the first half. So down in the corner they go to Strickland. Cross court. Here's Miller for three. She nailed it. Yes. So Hannah Miller gets her second three-pointer tonight. She's got 6. And the Tiger lead is as big as it has been, 14. Lewis in the lane through between the legs of Hopper. It's going to be picked up by Green. Green over to Strickland. Strickland back to Miller. Back to Green at the free throw line. She drives in. Loose ball is going to be knocked out by Kossuth. Give it to the Tigers inline on the right side. In comes Franks back in the game. Out comes Houston, who was in there momentarily. Out comes McKee, and it looks like Caldwell back in the game. So here's a pass inside from the end line. Green's hook shot inside. Left-handed, not good. Rebound taken down by Franks. Good-looking play, it just didn't go. Franks on the left side. Lewis for three. Off no good. Rebound, Green. Shaley gets another rebound, and the Tigers are running. 2:41 left to go in the second. Green on the right side. Goes now to Miller, who goes left, and with it is DeBerry. Now back to Miller for three. Yes. Hannah Miller gets 3 threes in this quarter alone, and it's 23-6. Here's a pass in. Lewis, boy, she threw up a prayer from underneath, a high banking shot, almost hit the top of the of the support, but it came down and in the basket. Good shot by her. 23-8 now. 2:04 left to go. Tigers work offensively now with Miller on the right wing. Out to DeBerry. To Strickland in the corner right side. Still a zone by Kossuth. 1:48. Here to Strickland for three. So Riley Strickland joins the club. Finds the range from the tray distance, and it's 26-8 now. Tigers jumping on them right now. With it is Childs underneath, and steals affected inside. Green ended up with the basketball and gets it to Strickland. Strickland drives in underneath, beats everybody there, but missed the layup. Rebound taken down by Lewis. Lewis is running the entire floor. Spin move underneath. Back outside now to Franks. Here's a three off by Hopper on the left side. She got it. So Claire Hopper ended that fast break, and it ended up with a three-pointer for the Aggies. 26-11. Pass inside now. Green on the right side. Here's a shot off the right by Miller. It's off no good. Goes out of bounds in the far corner. And I guess touched last by Beavis. Into the game comes Warren. Beavis sets down, and now we've got Green and Warren together on the low post there with 48 seconds remaining in the half. With it on the right side is Childs. Over now to Franks. Now Childs tries the three. Got it. Ooh. They're starting to warm up from outside, too. Maybe these goals are shifting on us. So, 29 seconds in the half. Tigers up 26-14. Pass down. Here's DeBerry for three. Man, they are filling it up. Lily Beth said, you're not going to leave me out of this show. So she puts her up, and it's 29-14. 13 seconds. Here's a steal. Coming out with it is Miller. Miller drives in and scores. Nice play by Hannah. 7 seconds remaining. Down the floor they go. Lewis will try. I thought she was going to take the shot. Finally, they were going to put it up at the buzzer, and it's off no good. As first half comes to a close, 31-14. Tigers by 17. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with some halftime activities and get ready for the second half. Stay with us here on K93.
Welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp, bringing you Hardin County Lady Tiger basketball tonight. The men coming up here in about 30 minutes, I guess. 31-14 our score. Lady Tigers on top at the half, and we'll bring in Coach Ryan Geyer. Coach, appreciate you coming up here. Back-to-back games. Had a game Friday night, a tough one Friday night against Central. Physical game, and now you got to go back-to-back here and then over to Adamsville to a rival game.
Yep. Short week, but 2 games before we get out for a little holiday break. But, coming off that loss Friday, had a pretty good practice yesterday, good pregame, and so looking forward to getting back on the court tonight.
What are you looking from for your Tigers tonight, or from your Tigers tonight? Is Kossuth here really just working on stuff ourselves, not really what we can do against them, but what can we do to help ourselves to get better from Friday night?
Yeah, looking to clean up some of the things that we didn't do well Friday. Probably be a different style of play here tonight. May see more zone with Kossuth, but they're going to be physical and play hard as well. Coach Burdett there has a winning track record, over 30, 40 years of coaching, so they're going to be prepared and ready to play, but got to continue to work on us, shoot the ball with confidence, do the little things, the extra effort plays, 50-50 balls, understanding where to be in rotations, just little things that we can clean up and be better, and that's what we're looking for tonight.
When you got back-to-back games like we're going to have this week, does that change your rotation up of how many people that you want to try to really get in there to save legs for tomorrow night too?
It can. Just depends on game flow, obviously. If you play a team that's going to speed it up and be up in you, and, you may get deeper into the bench, but you got to approach it one game at a time. But it can come into play. But we'll see how the game flow is tonight. May get deeper into the bench depending on what happens, but it can. You try to stress that, but high school kids can recover a lot quicker than we can, so I think that they'll be ready to go regardless.
Not looking ahead, but a preview of tomorrow night, go over to Adamsville. It's always one of those games, the old cliches. You can throw out all the records and the whole deal. It'll be a battle. It's a tough place to play. We're in a confined area. Be a lot of kids there, a lot of people home for the holidays. So it'll be a fun night. Looking forward to it. But how you approach that game.
Like you said, I've been a part of this, rivalry a long time as a player and as a coach, and I've seen some really good teams from both sides, and I've seen teams where maybe the other side should have won and vice versa. And so, like you said, you can kind of throw the records out. I think they lost 2 last week, but they're going to come in ready to play, fired up. Coach Martin will have them ready to play over there. So we've just got to take care of business tonight, then move on tomorrow. And if you can't get fired up for that game, then we need to check something. So I think that we're worried about tonight first. But like you said, I know that's in the back of their minds as well.
Yeah, and moving into the holidays, give them off a couple of days and then get ready for a long stretch.
Right. Have a couple days off and then come back, and then seems like get back rolling immediately following after the break. So you know how high school season is. It never stops. And so got to keep working on us, and as the season goes on, keep improving the little things, and that's what we're looking to do starting tonight.
All right, I appreciate you coming up here. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night as well.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that's Coach Ryan Geyer of our Hardin County Tiger basketball team. Them and the Aggies will get it on after the Lady Tigers and Lady Aggies complete the game here. We're at halftime. 31-14 is our score. Lady Tigers on top. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hardin County basketball right here on 93.5 FM, your number one sports station in Hardin County.
Back at Michaela Welch Gymnasium, Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. It's halftime of the first game of the night. Lady Tigers leading at 31-14 in the locker room talking about it. And I heard you talking to Coach a second ago, and looking for a really exciting basketball game tonight in the nightcap. But let's look at the scoring in the first half for Kossuth, and leading scorer right now for them is Lewis with 5, or rather Claire Hopper had 2 threes. That's right, she's got 6. Lewis has 5. Sarah Childs has 3, and I think that's about all of them for Kossuth. 14 points on the night. The leading scorer for the Tigers in the first half was Hannah Miller with 11. She's followed by, let's see, Warren with, or rather, DeBerry with 6. And we're underway here in the second half, so we'll give you the rest of those in just a few minutes. They got started quicker than I thought. Tigers take it inside. Going in there is DeBerry. DeBerry put up the shot. It's going to be off no good, but she's fouled. And that foul is going to be on Hopper. And that will be a 2-shot penalty. To the line goes DeBerry, shooting 2. First one is up and good. Second one, she got them both. So, Lily Bell gets 2 from the charity stripe. And the Tigers lead now 33-14. 19-point lead. Across the timeline comes Starling, or rather that's Childs. Childs tries to go underneath with it. There's a collision down there. I saw Beavis go to the floor, and there's a foul called. And I believe it's going to be on, it's going to be on Miller. Yeah, her first. To the line goes Lewis. First shot by Lewis is good. She'll get another. She hit them both. Her form tells me she's made that shot before. Tigers work it up against full court pressure, and they get it to DeBerry at midcourt. LB on the right side now to Miller. To Strickland, who rolls from left to right. Inside the circle and then back outside. It's Green, who's come out high. Green head fakes, moves into the lane, kicks it over now to DeBerry, or rather Beavis back now to Miller. Lob under to Green. Green is going to be fouled by Caldwell as she prepared to go up for a bank shot underneath. Now there's a inbounds pass forthcoming. DeBerry inbounds it to Green. Green has to back up to retrieve it, but gets it out on the left wing. Back to DeBerry. Now over to Miller. Miller stops free throw line. Briefly had a free throw shot, didn't take it, and then got it over to Strickland. She went out for 3, missed it, but there's a whistle and a foul called on that rebound, and that's going to be Lily Beth, who's going to get picked up for a free throw. And 33-16, the Tigers back up on defense. The Aggies are going to throw it away on the side as an errant pass got away, got out of bounds, and now they're going to give it to the Tigers. Out now to Strickland, midcourt to DeBerry. DeBerry giving an open 3. Yes. DeBerry hits the 3. And it's 36-16. Tigers' biggest lead of the night is 20. Now to Lewis. Now in, driving down on the low post is Franks. Franks kicks it out as Hopper had it momentarily. Passed it out. It's going to be stolen by Miller. Miller will take it in, get the easy layup on the fast break. So Hannah Miller gets her 13th point on the night. And it's 38-16. 5:50 left to go here in the third. There's a pass in right into the hands of Green. Green's going to go all by herself. Lays it up and in, and it's like they didn't even try to stop her. She went down and took it straight in and had a practice layup there. Laid it up and in. It's 40-16. Pass in over to Franks. Here's a shot from the deep corner for 3. No good. Rebound. DeBerry had it, lost it. Lewis comes up with it, drives, puts it off the glass, missed it. Rebound, Beavis. Over now to Strickland. Riley across the timeline. Picks up a pick from Green at the circle, drives in, just missed the layup. Rebound, Lewis. And here come the Aggies down the floor, down the floor following that. And Now a loose ball gets away, and Strickland's going to come up with it. Catches Miller and underneath. She lays it up and in. So Anna Miller gets her 15th point on the night. And here comes Kossuth across the timeline with 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Franks on the left side of Childs into Lewis. Lewis penetrates a bit, kicks it over to Hopper in the corner. Shots off, no good. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Strickland comes out dribbling. Tigers in a half run. Now over Green at the circle, drives in, turn around, layup, got it. Nice shot. Beautiful move there by Shaylee Green. She took it in and snatched 2 out of that lane, and it's 44-16. Now on the right side, Childs works the Tiger defense to Lewis. She'll kick it over in the corner. Here's a 3 that's off, no good. Rebound taken down by, that's DeBerry. DeBerry is going to end up, I think, carrying the basketball. They might call a foul here, but that ball got up over her head. Into the game comes Warren. Out comes Beavis and Strickland. So,
That's Jean.
yeah, and J.D. Jean. Trying to think of the first name there. Now to Lewis on the left side for 3. Man, she nailed that one. Elena Lewis put up 3 plus a couple of feet there, and it's timeout on the floor. 44-19, 3:26 left to go here in the third period. We'll take a 30-second pause. We'll come right back. $44-19 the score. Tigers up. We're just to the backside of the third period. 3:26 remaining. And the Tigers definitely in the driver's seat.
Yeah, they're in a good spot. They can finish this quarter with a pretty sizable lead. Then they can rest a lot of their starters.
And lots of experience that they could use.
Yeah, well, going over there tomorrow night is going to be, we need all the legs we can get.
All right, Avery Beavis in, and try to pass it inside. It's lost and out of bounds. They're going to give it to Kossuth. With not really sure what happened on that deal, but turnover happened fast. Inbounds is going to be intended for Miller in almost in the backcourt. It rolls out, touch last by her, and it looks like the Kossuth Lady Aggies are going to take it to the right side. They go to Johnson, who's in. Here's a three-pointer by Lewis off the left wing, and it's good. She's got 13 now. And down the floor comes Green, dribbling, looking for Warren underneath her on the right wing. A shot no good by DeBerry. Rebound put up and off by Green, but she's going to draw a foul. Foul is going to be on Hammock, and it will be Shaylee Green on the line shooting 2 free throws. First shot, good. Second shot. Off no good. Fight for the rebound. Franks comes up with it. And here comes Lewis on the dead run here into the forecourt. Goes right side to Childs. Childs crosses the lane right to left. Stops in the lane. Goes to Lewis outside. Here's a three-pointer off and no good there by McKee. Fight for the rebound. Slapped out. Touch last by Kossuth. Now they're saying that no, it's good. Tigers must have touched it last. Now they're giving it to Kossuth on the baseline. Inbound to Lewis. Lewis in the paint has it knocked away there by Warren. Picked up and passed over there by Beavis. And let's see. It will be Tiger basketball on the end line, following some call there. Now Green gets it across to DeBerry. Down in the corner. Lob under to Warren. Warren had it. Got stripped by Lewis. And now Franks has it for the Aggies. Down the floor they go. Driving under, putting up the shots. McKee won't go. Slapped away. Touched last by the Tigers. Give it to Kossuth with 2:09 left to go. Tigers up 45-22. This is the third period. Inbound's going to be stolen by Miller. Miller one-on-one with Franks down in, puts the shot up, partially blocked, but a foul is going to be called on Franks. To the line. Shooting two is Miller. First shot's good. And she will, of course, have another. No more 1-and-1s in this game. Second shot is off, no good. She gets 1 out of 2 there. Now she has 16 on the night. 46-22. On the right side, Aggies go to Childs. Ball gets kicked out and then picked up by Miller. Miller in for the fast break, puts up the shot, missed it, but a whistle. And a foul is going to send Miller back to the line. Foul is on Starling. And with 1:49 left to go in the third, it's 46-22. Miller on the line again. She hits the first one. Will be due a second one. She hit them both. So now she has 18, and it's 48-22. Tigers up by 26. Here's a long three-pointer put up by Lewis. It's no good. Warren with the rebound. Over now to Green. Green down the floor really hard. Taken down by Miller. Inside to DeBerry. DeBerry drives in to put up the shot. It never got more than shoulder high and was out of bounds. Touched last by the Aggies. Warren will be inbounding for the Lady Tigers with 1:30 remaining here in the third period. Inbound to Warren. It's up and good. I thought she was inbounding, but must have been someone else because Warren ends up with the bucket there as here come the Aggies down the floor. Put the shot up short, and the Tigers will have it with 1:12 remaining. 50-22, Tigers on top. In bounds, they go to Beavis. And there's a whistle and
I think we stepped out of bounds.
Stepped on the sideline. I thought maybe they called traveling for a moment. And they'll give it to Franks for the Aggies with 1:03 left to go in the third. 50-22. Now with it is Childs. Dribbling in the paint, kicks it back outside now to Franks. 50 seconds. Lewis drives in the paint, puts up a dipsy doodle kind of a layup that's off, no good, but she's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be on Strickland. Her first. Fouls are not going to be a problem for anyone tonight. Lewis' first free throw is off, no good. Into the game comes Elena Setmeyer. She missed them both. Rebound taken down. And that is Jaylee Jean. Gene over now to Green. Green tries to go back to Gene on the left wing. It's out of bounds. Touch last by Kossuth. Give it to the Tigers sideline. 37 seconds left in the third. Tigers up by 28. Now Green will drive across the lane, bank it, hit it. Nice drive by Green. She'll pull off a little coup inside, takes it up, and now it's a 30-point lead. 18 seconds left here. Childs on the outside. Goes over to Sedemeyer. 10 seconds. Lob inside to Hopper. Back out to Franks. Franks backs up back to Hopper at the free throw line. Shot won't go. Rebound Green. She'll not get a shot off. That is the end of the third period. 52-22 the score. And the Tigers are in charge. We'll take a 1-minute pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with the fourth quarter. So the Tigers take it down on the end, put her in. Here's a three-pointer put up in the corner. It's up and good by Strickland. So Riley gets her second three of the night. She has 6. And the lead is 33 now. So Franks will have it outside. Goes to Childs, who's in the lane, has it batted away there underneath there by Beavis. And it will be knocked out of bounds off the Tigers. Give it to Kossuth. Inbounds pass. Lewis comes up with it. So here's Childs for 3. No good. Rebound picked up by Franks. Shot blocked by Green. Green gets the rebound and is running. Green drives in, puts up the shot on a full court fast break. Lays it up and in. So, Saley's got 14 tonight. Here's Childs inside the paint. Here's a lob inside right into the hands of Green, but they're going to call a foul, and this one is going to be on Strickland. Hardin County fans didn't like the call much, but here's wholesale substitution coming in.
They're going to make them.
And have those.
Well, they came in too early. And I've never have figured out what difference does it make. It's a 2-shot, whether it's you come in on the first shot or the second. But anyway.
Probably a coaching discretion more than anything.
Well, that official didn't like it, and he said, oh, heck with it.
All right. To the line goes Lewis. First shot's off. No good. She'll get another. 57-22. I don't think there's any doubt who's going to win this game. The second shot rattles home. Lewis picks up 1 of 2 on this trip. She has 14. And the Tigers have brand new players on the floor. Kelsey Newell's on there for us. Also, Katie Parrish. There's Avery Beavis back in the game. with it now is Beavis, or rather J.D. Jean, over now to Kelsey Newell. There's a steal. Warren back in the game for the Tigers, too. Here's a pass in, or a lob inside. I guess it might have been a shot. It caught the rim, and it came off no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And they're running the clock full time now. And I think foul was on Parrish. First shot by Lewis is up and good. Substitution again. 57-24, 4:30 left to go here in the fourth period. Clock running full time. Lewis will hit the second free throw as well. She's got 16. And another Lewis checks out of the ball game. The Tigers also now on the floor with Newell and Parrish, Beavis, Jean, and Warren on the floor right now. They're working it outside, under 4 minutes now. Long pass cross court, hauled down by Beavis, down in the corner now to Parrish, under to Warren. She goes underneath, has a reverse layup, missed it, rebound, taken down by Kossuth in the running. That's Franks inside. He's a shot up and good. And a substitute there coming in is Johnson. We weren't given their first name, so down the line there. Now, with it, is Jean outside. It's into Warren. Warren tries to pass it out. Gets it outside now. That is Parrish back to Warren underneath. Now here's Newell for three. Missed it. Rebound. Kossuth. And that's Johnson with the rebound. On the left side, Moore, a substitute. That's all I've got is Moore. So there's timeout on the floor, timeout Kossuth with 2:58 remaining. Probably going to try to get his younger players some instruction here. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back in 30 seconds. So Kossuth takes it out following the timeout. They trail 57-27 with 2:54 left to go in the game. Here's a steal, batted away, I think, by Beavis. Pick up on the floor there by Parrish. And now these young Tigers bring it down the floor at a running shot. It's off and no good by Newell. Rebound taken down by Kossuth. They're running. Caldwell, here's a shot up and good. Give Caldwell two there. And as I said, except for the timeout, the clock's run the entire time here in the fourth period. Here's a pass on the right wing to Newell. Now over, and Jean up 3. Again, the final score, Tigers win at 62-32, Lady Tigers that is, and that's one for the night. Let's get another one in a few minutes. So we'll have a word here from our sponsors. We'll come back with more here from Michaela Welch and the second game forthcoming.
I don't know.
Oh, I know one thing.
Welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I'm Steve Carnell along with Bill Sharp bringing you Hardin County basketball action tonight. The Lady Tigers just finished off the Lady Aggies 62-30. And now they'll turn their attention to the Lady Cardinals of Adamsville. That'll be tomorrow night right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, or the WKWX mobile out, however it is you tune in. Tip-off time set for 6 p.m. from Adamsville, Tennessee. Coming up here in just a few minutes, it'll be the Tigers and the Aggies of Kossuth, and we'll have men's action as we continue our sports coverage right here on 93.5 FM of Hardin County basketball. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip right after this timeout.
Starting lineups for the Kossuth Aggies is being introduced right now. And they've already put a player out here I don't have a number for. It's getting to where it's Kipton Briggs is one of the starters. We've also got Ethan Killo, Baxter Lewis, and Anderson Spencer. I'll see if I can track down that player I don't have a number for. Now the introduction to the starting lineups for the Hardin County Tigers. As the lights come down, spotlights up. First off the bench is Peyton Murphy, a senior. Jackson Burdine, a junior. Marion White, a junior. And Jaden Davis, a junior. That's a junior laden team here. And Corbin Smith, a junior. So 4 of the 5 return next year. And lots of young talent on the bench. That's a sign of good things to come. So we will have the tip-off in just a moment. And it's going to be controlled by the Tigers. Burdine goes to Murphy on the left wing, back over to Burdine, who will work left to right wing, drives in, lays it up off for a layup's no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. They got the numbers out way before I had it. It's going to be on Briggs. And the Tigers will take it out. for a foul right out of the box on that first possession. Now Burdine passes it into Smith inside the circle. It's going to be a loose ball, finally picked up by White, and the Tigers get it back down in the corner. Murphy for three, missed it, rebound, take it down by Brooks. Outside now, they go to Lewis. Lewis drives on the baseline, puts up the jumper. Boy, he got that one. And so it's 2-0 Aggies right here early. Tigers bring it down the floor. White gets it to Davis in the corner. He'll move back toward the center circle. On the dribble goes right wing now to White. White drives in, gets the layup inside. Nice move by Lamarion White. Ties it up at 2, and here come the Aggies down for a shot on the baseline. It's off no good, and that was Spencer. Outlet pass down to Davis on a rebound. He's up for the layup. Won't go, but he's fouled. And Davis on the line shooting 2. Foul's going to be on Kilo. First shot, it's good by Davis, giving the Tigers the early lead here. Missed the second one, though. Rebound, Murphy. Tigers maintain it. Murphy has it on the baseline, puts up a one-handed jumper, won't go. Rebound taken down by Spencer. And the Tigers got back on defense. They lead 3-2 now. Here's a pass on the baseline to Lewis. Long cross-court pass to Brooks. Now out to Lewis on the baseline. A long three-pointer's off, no good. Loose ball underneath. Smith goes into the padding at the end of the gym. They say the ball was touched last by the Aggies, and the Tigers will take it out. Aiden McCalman is the number 2 we were looking for. As the Tigers come up the floor, go to Murphy on the left wing. Get it over to Davis on the right. Back to Murphy, now to Burdine. On the left wing, way outside. Down in the corner to Murphy. It's going to be too hot of a bounce pass for Murphy to get a grip on it. It's out of bounds. Tigers leading at 3-2. 5:48 left to go, first period. In the corner they go, and that's Briggs who's driven out of bounds. They're going to say it'll be Kossuth basketball on the baseline with 5:44 left to go here in the first period. Lady Tigers win by 30 earlier tonight. McCalman over on the right wing. Long, wide three-pointer, I'd like to say, is up and good by Kilo, Ethan Kilo. And the Tigers get it to Murphy in the paint. Now to Burdine on the right side. Left-handed jumper, got it, yeah. Vintage Burdine from about 13, just inside the line. And McCalman now with it. Outside now to Spencer. On the baseline, throw it right into the hands of Davis. Davis intercepts it, is off running. Dribbles into the forecourt, in the lane, goes up for the shot. Won't go, but a whistle. And they're saying that no foul call. It's just been knocked out of bounds. And Davis will inbound it from the baseline. Looking for some help, gets it to Burdine. Burdine at the free throw line over to Davis on the right wing. Now to White, further right. Man-to-man defense by the maroon-clad Aggies. Tigers in white with their dark numerals. Ball is knocked out of bounds, touched last by the Aggies. They're going to give it to the Tigers. Smith has it now on the inbounds pass. Back to White on the right wing. Quick pass to the left side now. And a pass underneath, and it's going to be knocked away. Loose ball finally picked up by Jaden Davis. Now a whistle, and something is called here. A player is injured. Looked like Spencer went to the floor hard, and he's kind of shaking off a game left leg there. Finally, they got him up, and he's walking around. Now the Tigers will take it outside court, right in front of the student section. Now, Wyke on the right side now to Davis. Davis drives in, can't get the layup to fall. Loose ball. Briggs is coming out of the pack for the Aggies, gets it in the forecourt and double teamed in trouble. Gets it over now to Spencer. Pass over in the corner now to Briggs, who hit that three a moment ago. He didn't get a chance. This time it's knocked out of bounds, but touched last by the Tigers. 4:11 left to go here in the first. 5-5 the score. We're tied. Inbounds pass goes to Lewis. Lewis outside to McCalman. Now on to Lewis. Now in the corner, here's Spencer for three. It's off no good. Rebound Briggs. Briggs loses it. White picks it up. The Tigers running. White in the forecourt, kicks it back to Davis. Davis will go to Burdine on the left, has it batted out of his hands and picked up there by Lewis. Out a pass to Briggs. Briggs drives down, shot blocked by Davis. Loose ball picked up by Corbin. Smith, that is, and the Tigers come back down the floor. It's been like a ping pong match so far. Nobody's scoring. 5 all. Here's Wyke on the left side. Now to Davis for three. Yes, that'll break the ice. So Jaden Davis went for the three. Borrowed one of his brother's old shots. And it's 8-5 Tigers. Briggs underneath goes up with a shot. Blocked by Davis. Davis comes out running to Wyke. 2-on-2. Wyke drives in, scores. Wyke's got four now. And the Tiger lead is 5. 10-5. Substitutions coming in. Ian Stanley comes in for Murphy. Peyton Murphy. Stanley is a senior. Now, here are the Aggies down the floor. McCalman over on the right side now to another player without a number on my sheet. Driving layup by that player is off no good. Rebound by Wyke. Wyke down the floor, goes to Burdine on the left side. Burdine drives on the baseline. Is going to take a shot. Instead, went in the corner to Stanley, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called on McCalman. And it will be Tiger basketball underneath their own basket on the left side of the lane. Baseline. Burdine, inbound pass for three. In and out. Won't go. Rebound. A whistle and a foul call. And it's going to be on Stanley, I think. Indeed it is. So, Kossuth works the offensive end. They go on the left side to McCalman. McCalman tries to go inside. White gets the steal. Dribbling up the floor with McCalman behind him. Now to Davis on the right side. Burdine in the paint. Here's Stanley for three from the left side. Rebound taken down by Coleman. As Aiden Coleman into the game for the Tigers. He is going to go up for the rebound. Can't get the shot off, but he's fouled. And the foul is going to be on Lewis. His first. And Aiden Coleman on the line. A sophomore. First shot is up. It's good. So Aiden gets on the scoreboard tonight. With 1:45 left to go in the first period. 11-5 Tigers on top. Coleman can make it 12 here. Yes, sir. Hit them both. 144. Aggies work it down the floor. They get it on the left wing now to Andy Butler. Now in the corner now to Briggs. Briggs, loose ball. He picked it up, got it over on the left wing. Now with it is Briggs in the corner for three. Missed it. Rebound is going to be batted out of bounds. That's Aggie basketball on the baseline with 1:13 remaining. Inbound and a shot blocked by Burdine. Going up for it was Lewis. Burdine blocked it, loose ball, and been loose for about 5 minutes, and they finally came up with it. Burdine got it down the floor to Murphy. Murphy drives in, tries to put up a shot, can't get it to go. It's going to slip out of bounds, give it to the Aggies. 1 minute left to go in the quarter. This one has not been pretty thus far. Here's a pass down on the baseline, and a jumper. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Coleman. So Wyke on the right side to Murphy. Murphy drains a three. So Peyton Murphy gets on the board big time. 15-5. Tigers up by 10 with it now. And in the forecourt is Butler. Here's a three-pointer off the right side. It's no good by McCalman. Fight for the rebound. They're going to call traveling on Lewis on the rebound, and they're going to give it to the Tigers backcourt with 24 seconds remaining. Tigers up by 10, but it has been hard coming.
Yeah. Just
It's been
we've
about
turned it
half.
we've turned it over several times, and it's just been a battle.
The half bubble off, and
Yeah.
but you'll take that into any second quarter you can get it. But 9 seconds, Burdine in the paint, kicks it over into Wyke in the left corner, back over to Burdine on the right wing for three. Yes, got it. Now that's more like it. Tigers crisp passing, buzzer. Ball, the timer went off with the ball in the air, and it's 18-5. First quarter's over. We'll take a 60-second pause and head back here to try our luck at the second one. Kossuth will have the basketball to begin the second period. Tigers lead 18-5 right now. Putting up a 13-point lead in the first quarter, and hopefully they can keep it going here in the second. So they work it in on the right side, and that is Killo over to Butler. His shot for three is no good, and Wyke cleans the rim, brings it down the floor, going in, and Stanley for an easy layup. And I think he's fouled and going to go to the line and shoot one. It's going to be on Lewis, his second, and Stanley on the line shooting one for the three-point play. 20-5 now. Tigers up. 7:38 left to go in the first half. Missed the free throw. Got knocked out of bounds. And so it's touched last by Kossuth. I thought perhaps we touched it last. Inbound to Davis. Davis for three outside. It's going to hit the rim, go up and hit the top of the backboard. And they're going to call that out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers in the backcourt.
They caught a foul on Stanley.
Oh, foul on Stanley?
Yeah.
After the shot?
Yeah, during the shot. They got him pushing off the
Oh,
ball foul.
Well, I didn't see that one. So here's a long pass and a ball thrown away by the Aggies. They just got caught in a posture where the defense had them covered and then just threw it out of bounds. And it was a long throw. It was all the way across the court. And they just couldn't get to it. And the Tigers will take advantage of that now. And they bring it down. They go to Murphy on the left wing, back to Burdine. Burdine now across to Davis. Davis in the paint, kicks it to Burdine for the open three in the corner. Off, no good. Rebound taken down by Miles. Now on the left side to Butler. Butler looking inside for some help. Now there's a timeout call. It's like an official timeout.
No,
okay.
Got a timeout.
Okay, now they got timeout for the Tigers. So it's 30-second pause. The Tigers up 20-5. We'll be back after this. In the second, by the way. And Murphy has it, kicks it out to Burdine on the right. In and out, no good. Rebound. And they called a foul again this time. I did not get the number. So, across the timeline come the Aggies, trailing 22-7. Try to save it in, and they're going to step in on backcourt as a loose ball got over toward the center court line. Hayden Miles went after it, but he stepped on the line in the process, creating a backcourt violation. 22-7 now. Tigers up. Tigers with the ball. Wyke. Right side to Murphy. Head fakes a three, then is going to get called for traveling as he darts into the lane.
I think they called a charge on him.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a signal he gave.
It looked like one of them gave a travel signal. Burdine gets a steal and goes in for the layup on as he goes off on the fast break, lays it up on the left side, and it's 24-7. It's been a weird ball game. Lots of things that aren't common. It's a pass underneath as going up for the jumper. Spencer won't go. Rebound Wyke on the rebound. Again. Now to Burdine, head of the key. To Stanley. Stanley tries to dump it in the paint to Smith. Now on the baseline, Murphy's jumper is up, no good. Rebound taken down as there's a foul called on Coleman. We're getting these after the fact offensive fouls. I don't get that. You don't see that very often. End of the game for the Tigers is Garrett Sipes. Out comes Smith for a rest. 3:57 now. Aggies with the basketball. Tigers in a 2-3 zone. Burdine and Murphy out front with McCalman going baseline now to Lewis. Lewis moves from left to right and scores. It's a good move for him. 24-9 now. 3:30 to halftime. Burdine, free throw lane, kicks it back outside to Stanley. Now to Sipes, or Reeves rather. Now to Burdine, to Davis. Davis in the paint. Over in the corner for three, and that's going to be Coleman. He missed it. Rebound. Aired out right into the hands of Burdine waiting for it, and the Tigers get it right back. So Coleman gives it over now to Davis. Left wing now to Burdine. Burdine has his bounce pass intended for Sipes knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Kossuth with 2:58 left to go in the second quarter. 24-9, Tigers up. Davis drains one from three on the right side. Nice shot by Jaden Davis, knocking the bottom out. And it's 27-9, 18-point lead for the Tigers. 2:40 remaining in the half. Here's a three-pointer. It's off the mark. Rebound saved on the baseline. And a shot's put up and good by Spencer. Anderson Spencer picks up his fourth point on the night. And it's 27-11. Davis drives in the paint, kicks it back to Burdine for three. Yes. That's what you want to see out of Jackson. Across the timeline come the Aggies with 2:10 left to go in the first half. They get it over to Briggs in the corner. To McCalman on the baseline. Here's a three-pointer. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down and jerked away there. Nice play by Sipes. Outlet pass to Davis. Davis over with it is Reeves on the baseline. To Davis. Davis drives in, scores. I was out on a limb there for a second because I thought it had already gone through, but it finally fell, so thank goodness Jaden didn't make me look bad there. Here's a pass in the lane. 32-11 now. 128 is a jumper. It's off, no good. A whistle on a foul, however. And I think Sipes is going to pick up a personal foul there, yeah. And it's going to put Baxter Lewis on the line, and he'll be shooting 2. First shot's good. 1:27 left to go, second period. 32-12 now. Out comes Coleman. In comes Wyke. Second shot is in and out. No good. Fight for it. Coming up is Spencer, and he'll get the stick back for the 2. And it's 32-14. Pass underneath, and or rather Sipes had a shot and missed it. Aggie started the other way, ended up throwing it into the forecourt, and there it's going to be taken away by Wyke. And Wyke will bring it down the floor. Go to Reeves. In the corner now to Wyke. Back outside to Burdine. Burdine in the corner. It's a long 3. It's off there by Reeves. And with 42 seconds left, the Aggies, who got the rebound, will be bringing it down. Tigers leading 32-14. 33, they're working the perimeter. Briggs. As Stiegel inside, White comes up with it. Over to Davis underneath the Burdine. Burdine reverse layup, got it up and in. So Burdine has got 12 tonight. It's 34-14, 15 seconds as McCalman comes across the timeline. On the left side now to Briggs. Now try to pass it underneath, and they get it under there to Spencer. His jumper's no good. Rebound, Jaden Davis. Davis comes out running. Here's a shot at the buzzer. It's going to be way off. And 34-14 will be your final, or your halftime score. I'm trying to jump past this thing. 34-14, Tigers up by 20. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back for the second half.
Welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp bringing you Hardin County basketball action tonight. We're at halftime. The Tigers up 34-14 over the Aggies from Kossuth, Mississippi. We'll bring in Coach Brandon Kurt. Coach, appreciate you coming up here. Big win tonight, 3-0, and got a lot done tonight, I guess, as far as what you wanted to see. You got to, again, play a lot of players, but looked like your team really got in a good rhythm.
Oh yeah, I thought I had harped on them the whole time. Come out early. Let's play good. Let's play a good first quarter because we hadn't done that all year. And we came out and I thought we put on a clinic defensively, really the whole game, and that's where a lot of our offense came from is turnovers and layups on the other side, and they took every possession personal, and that's what you want to see. They treated it like it was a 0-0 ball game the whole game, so that was nice to see intensity.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of turnovers. Shaley had another big night. Hannah Miller had a big night as well. LB shot the ball well from outside. Riley got in the action, and of course Warren and the rest of your ball club.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty balanced. Shaley had a good night. Hannah probably was the leading scorer almost. I think she had like 18, something like that. And a lot of it was just off of steals and layups. Like, it's not even just shooting a ton of threes. And Lily Beth had a good night, double figures. Always good when you can get those three into double figures. That makes us tough to beat because we're going to guard you. We're going to hold you hopefully underneath 40, 45. And we have them combined for double digits. We like our chances.
Well, I was telling Bill during the broadcast as we went in the fourth quarter, I said, we're in a good position here if we can hold our lead going into the fourth. I was wondering how long you would leave your starters out there. I said they'll probably get a minute.
Yeah, I told them they had
two,
a minute and a half.
And that's about it. And then we'll start seeing other players.
Yeah, told them they had a minute and a half. I wanted to see. I knew Kossuth was going to press, and I wanted to watch our starters try to break a press. And then once I realized that they didn't, we called it off and got some others in the game, and thought the others that got in the game, I thought they did well, and that's how they learn. They just learn by getting those chances to go out there and do it.
Well, in high school basketball, you have to play multiple nights, and it starts tomorrow night back in action and on the road at Adamsville.
Oh yeah, I told them, enjoy it tonight. You played really well on both ends of the floor, but you wake up tomorrow and you forget tonight and you focus on Adamsville and you go take care of business because we owe them one from last time we went over there. We got beat, scored 27 points, gave up 33, scored 27. So hopefully we can remedy that tomorrow.
It's a tough place to play. As I was talking to Coach Kirk at halftime of your game, Coach Geyer, it's a small arena, number one. They're right on top of you. It gets loud in there, especially if they get going. So there's a lot of challenges.
Oh yeah, if they get to shooting it well, it gets loud fast in there, and then that just amps up their defensive intensity. And it's a rivalry game. You never know what you're gonna get there. But we're excited to play it. They've had it circled for a while, so hopefully they come out and. If they play anywhere like they did tonight, we'll be just fine. I'll take our chances against anyone.
Well, it's the fourth game of the season. We don't know much about Adamsville. I'm sure you do. But tell us a little bit about what you know about their team.
They're solid all the way around. I think they will be the toughest team we played up to this point, and probably the second toughest team outside of district that we play. They've got Katie Johnson, their point guard. She can play. I think she scored 25 against Collinwood the other night. Most of it was in the second half. They had a girl move in from Wyoming that plays the post. That gives them a little bit of size that they didn't necessarily have last year. Kennedy Cleary is kind of their version of I guess, Shaley inside out a little bit. And then they've got a couple role players that just guard and can shoot it. So they tend to 2-2-1 press. They like to press, so they want to get up and down with you, and then they want to duck their head and drive to the goal. So if we'll stand in there and wall up like we did tonight, I'd like our chances. But like I said, you never know what you're going to get in a rivalry game, high school girls basketball.
Exactly. Looking forward to it. Tip-off time is at 6 p.m. tomorrow night right here on 93.5 FM, and it'll be a good one. It always is. So it'll be a fun night of basketball. Hardin County travels over to Adamsville. They get a big win over the Lady Aggies tonight, 62-30 in game number one. We're at halftime in the boys' game. 34-14 is the score. Tigers on top. We'll take a timeout. We'll have a look at the first half scoring and get you ready for the second half and the second tip. This is Hardin County basketball on 93.5 FM. Back after this.
Looking at the scoring in the first half, first for the Kossuth, the leading scorer tonight has been Anderson Spencer, and he's followed by Baxter Lewis, and with 5, as I said, 6 and 5, and then finally Ethan Killo had 3, 4, and that's the 14 points for Kossuth in the first half. Jackson Burdine leads all scorers on the floor tonight with 12. He's followed by Jaden Davis with 9, Aiden Coleman with 4, Lamarion White with 4, and Ian Stanley with 2, and Peyton Murphy with a 3. So that just about wraps up what the scoring has looked like. As I mentioned this a number of times, and Steve did too. There were some erratic moments for both sides of some a little almost to the point of being bizarre calls that I haven't seen called in a long time, particularly after a shot, the offensive player being called for a foul when he hit it. So
Well, the game has kind of been muddied up quite a bit by both sides. Like you said, they've had trouble getting any kind of rhythm whatsoever. But we got a 20-point lead.
Can't argue with that.
Here we go.
Now go. But Kossuth will start with possession of the basketball here in the third period. They trail 34-14, as we said. Here's a lob across the court. It's going to be thrown into the bench of Kossuth, and it will be Tiger basketball. And that's the kind of night it's been.
Well, they stayed in the locker room until they blew the horn 3 times, so I don't know. They may have been getting an earful.
So White will dribble across the timeline, gets it over now to Davis on the right wing. Now to Burdine on the left. He drives, circles through the lane, gets it to Davis for 3. Jaden starts off the third period with a bang. So Davis picks up a 3, giving the Tigers now a 37-14 lead. Looked like a travel there. Here's a steal by Waukee. Dives in the paint, gets it up, and it's in Smith's hands. Corbin ends up with it, gets it over now to Burdine. The Tigers on the offensive attack. Now to Murphy. Murphy across the lane, gets it to White. Now to Davis. Davis has it blocked momentarily, gets it out. Now to Burdine in the corner for 3. Missed it. White with the rebound. He scored, yes. So Lamarion meant business in the lane, and he gets 2. 39-14 now the Tigers. Not letting up so far. Here's a McCalman has it on the left wing. I thought he was going to kind of walk out of bounds with it, but he saved it in. Now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Kossuth. Just that kind of thing. It's crazy. 39-14 is timeout on the floor. 6:29 left to go third. We'll be back in 30 seconds. So the Aggies call timeout, and they will be inbounding it on the left wing as Baxter Lewis will get it over to Killo. Back now to McCalman on the left side. All this way outside the three-point circle. Long pass cross court to Killo. He's on the right side this time. Now to McCalman. Keeping it outside, looking for something inside, but it's pretty well packed up there with the Tigers. Now as McCalman takes the 3, it's off no good. White comes out of the pack, gets the Statue of Liberty under there, comes out into the forecourt. Murphy goes baseline, gets trapped under there, gets it back to White, and the Tigers will set up offense with 5:45 left to go here, leading 39-14. Burdine circles that little pattern that he's got of taking it and banking it on the right side, but he missed the shot. And the foul is going to be on Spencer. And Burdine on the line.
man.
First shot's off, no good.
I know one thing we hadn't done.
Hadn't shot free throws very
in-
well
in
thus
the
far
first
this
3.5
season.
games,
I
yeah.
know.
It's going to come back and bite you at some point.
But he got the second one, and now he has 13 points on the night. And the Tiger lead is 26. Now McCalman stops on the right wing, tries to pass it in to Lewis, has it batted away, and now picked up, and Spencer will put it up and in as they got inside and managed to get the open shot. 40-16 now. Ean in the paint, has it lost. White comes up with a loose ball to Davis on the left wing. On the right side now, Stanley was going to back into the paint, and he ended up being fouled by McCalman. And they show that is his third. So Burdine will inbound it to Davis. Davis is out on the wing, go to the head of the key now to Stanley. Stanley drives in, puts the leg, was going to put it off the backboard, but he had it blocked there by Spencer. Loose ball's picked up. Aggies have it. They're on the run. Down in the corner, they go to Stanley. Now, underneath that is a steal by Burdine. Burdine just telegraphed it or zeroed in on it, stole it, got it down the floor. Here's a three-pointer by Davis. It's up. It's good. Burdine feigned to go inside, and went back to Davis. Davis gets the three. He's got 15 now. And the Tiger lead is 43-16. 4:09 left to go here in the third. With it now is Lewis. Lewis drives, tries to bank it, and they're going to call him for charging. So, into the game for the Tigers comes Sipes. Out comes Smith. Also in comes Aiden Coleman. And out comes Davis. Burdine and White still out at the guard positions. White kicks it over now to Coleman. Back outside to Stanley. Stanley backs in the circle, tries to bounce past to White in the corner, but he hits Kilo in the foot with it and knocks it out of bounds. So 3:45 left to go here in the third. Tigers in the driver's seat. Inbound to Stanley. Now to Burdine. Burdine goes in there, tries that bank shot. He's having to alter his shot, though, because Kilo is in the way. And now there's a struggle for the rebound. Falling back is Lewis, and I didn't see whether that was a foul.
That was
call.
on Aiden, yeah.
So they called it on Aiden Coleman. All right, okay. So
That's your quarterback, and you starting left tackle in on that play for the Tigers.
So Kilo has it on the right wing for the Aggies. Pass it down on the baseline. Lewis drives in, kicks it back outside. Now on the right side, here's a three-pointer. It's up and good by McCalman. That aided the Aggie cause considerably. Now it's a 24-point lead. Tigers down, Burdine for three. Whistle. And as Burdine was taking a three, missed it, then there was a whistle.
I've noticed they've got Jackson really working on his three-point shooting. They've got him out on the wing a lot instead of running point.
They're giving the ball out to the Tigers on the baseline, and we will, I understand, throw it away. The inbounds pass was intended for Burdine. He couldn't get there. It's out of bounds. Give it to the Aggies. So here we go. Back on the other end. 2:50 left to go here in the third. 43-19 Tigers. Pass inside to Lewis. Lewis turnaround. Jumpers off. No good. Rebound Davis. So Jaden in the forecourt. Looking for some help. Almost had a 5-second call there. Got it to Burdine kicks it out. Here's a three in the corner by Stanley. It's off, no good. Rebound, Lewis. Outlet pass to McCalman. Here's a steal by Murphy, stolen right back by Kilo. Kilo dives in the paint. He's going to be fouled there. And the foul is going to be on Sipes. His second. On the line shooting two is Ethan Kilo. First one's good. Into the game for the Tigers. It's Corbin Smith back in. And Sipes will sit down for a while. Second shot is off, no good. And rebound is going to be forced out of bounds, and it's going to be off of the Tigers. So Kossuth's going to get another shot at it on this trip. Now, all the way in the backcourt to McCalman. McCalman brings it forward, goes to Kilo. Kilo back out to McCalman. Now, Briggs has it. Right side, turnaround jumpers up and good by Spencer, and he's fouled. That's going to be on Davis. His first. And to the line goes Anderson Spencer for the three-point play. He hit it. So that's cutting into that Tiger lead. 23-43. It's now 20. So the Tigers, Davis has it in the forecourt on with 1:45 left to go in the third. Up by 20. Now to Stanley. Stanley in the circle. It's to Burdine. Burdine loses it momentarily. Double teamed in the corner. Back to Stanley. Now to Davis. Giving the three. Now that closes up. Left wing now to Murphy. Then he'll try to bounce pass it down to Smith. Smith was trying to create some position underneath, backed away from the pass, and it went out of bounds. So another one of those little miscues as Murphy goes to the bench. In comes White. So we're 1 minute and 20 seconds away from the fourth quarter here, and it's 43-23. As Aggies are making a slight comeback here. Briggs in the corner for three. Off, no good. White with the rebound. Nice play by Lamarian. Across the timeline, he comes dribbling. Left wing to Davis. Now to Stanley, to Davis. Drives, kicks it back. Stanley has an open three. Instead, tries to penetrate, gets inside, kicks it out to Davis. Davis can't get a three off. So they're back up. 49 seconds now. In the third, Davis to Burdine. Burdine shuffles into the lane over to Stanley. His shot's off for three. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Briggs. So Kossuth with a chance to cut into this 20-point lead. McCalman way outside. 26 seconds. 43-23. Tigers up. Pass in, and it's batted away and picked up by Burdine. Burdine to Davis. Davis in the forecourt. 16 seconds. 13 now. Davis dribbling toward the head of the key to 10. McCalman all over him. 6 seconds. Davis looking for some help. Gets it, tries to bounce pass it to Burdine, and will roll it out of bounds with 1 second remaining, but it will be Tiger basketball. Into the game comes Heath Hardin, a number that was added to the lineup tonight that I didn't get until halftime. So with 1 second remaining, Burdine, Davis got it off in time, but he missed it. So 43-23 is the third quarter score. We'll take a pause here for a word from our gracious sponsors, and we'll come right back with quarter number 4. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Hardin County High School basketball. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. It's fourth quarter time. It's 43-23 Tigers, and the Tigers have the basketball to boot. The gymnasium is virtually emptied now. And I don't mean to hurt the feelings of the people that stayed, but there aren't many. White across the timeline, and the Tigers start the offensive attack. Burdine tries to weasel around Briggs, can't do it. Finally has to move from right to left. Back to Davis. Davis drives in, side goal, goes up for the shot, missed it, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Lewis, I think. And to the line goes Jaden Davis. I show that as 2 on Lewis. Substitutions coming in for Kossuth. Anderson Spencer back in the game. Also, Ethan Killo back in. And on the line goes Davis shooting 2. And he'll hit one of them, missed the first one. And here come the Aggies now, trailing by 21. Trapped as Killo, tries to go out on the right wing, and there to bat it away is Peyton Murphy. Goes out of bounds. Moral victory for the Tigers, but basketball awarded to the Aggies. 7:20 now. Here's a pass to Lewis. Now to Killo on the right side. To Briggs in the paint. Has it stripped away by Wyke, and Wyke is going to go in for a snowbird layup. And he got it, yeah. So, Wyke gets his 8th point on the night. It's 46-23. I thought the Tigers had forgotten how to score there for a few minutes. Now with it, it's Killo. Killo tries to go baseline now to Spencer and throws it away off of Spencer's hand. They're going to give it to the Tigers. Now the official comes from nowhere saying that he saw us touch it from the back court. Anyway, they're going to give it to the Aggies on the baseline. 6:50 left to go. With it now is Killo. Long pass into the backcourt to McCalman. Now in the corner, 3. It's off, no good. That is Killo. Rebound taken down by Smith. Gotten over now to Davis. Davis over to White. And the Tigers set up shop. And it looks like the Aggies have gone man-to-man the whole night. The Tigers have done quite a bit of that too. Here's a turnaround jumper at crossing the lane, and Ian Stanley goes to the paint, puts up about an 8-footer and nailed it. 48-23. Here's a long 3-pointer. It's off, no good by McCalman. Rebound's going to be put up and in by Killo. And Tigers getting beat on the boards there. 6 minutes left to go in the game. Tigers leading by 23. White looking for help. Gets it off now to Stanley on baseline. Back to White. He saved it in. And they're going to say White stepped on the sideline. Lots of good plays tonight, but some errors that are just almost comedic. Killo drives through the lane, gets it underneath, and driving in for an easy bucket is Spencer. And if the Aggies had played like this in the first half, this game would be a lot closer. But we're kind of backing off of our defense too, I think. Davis drives down on the baseline, puts up a hook shot, hit it. Nice play by Jaden Davis. He went left to right. Down the floor they come. Killo in for the layup, missed it. Rebound taken down by Smith. Over to White. Down the floor to Davis. Davis in the corner now to Stanley. Drives in, splits a double team, passes underneath, and going up for the shot. I thought he was hammered was Corbin Smith, but it's stolen away by the Aggies into the forecourt. Davis steals it back, but steps on the sideline. Go figure. I guess that's why they call it basketball. Into the game comes Sipes, and what that means, I have no idea. So Lewis will inbound to McCalman with just under 5 minutes to go. Tigers lead by 23. McCalman has got into a double team, passed it off right into the hands of Davis. Davis down out of Stanley underneath, and going in is Coleman, who can't get the shot off. Stanley does, though. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Briggs. Briggs comes out running for Kossuth, runs the length of the floor, puts up the shot, missed it. Rebound taken down by Jaden Davis. It's a lot of running for not a whole lot of reward. Davis stops on the left wing, gets it over to Coleman. Now back to Davis, left wing, drives in, and is going to be fouled. That's going to be on McCalman. And I think that's going to be 4 on him. 3 or 4. Shows 3 on the scoreboard, so I guess we'll go with that. Tigers have it inbounded. Burdine to White. White drives in, goes under, banks a shot, missed it, rebound, got his own rebound, came out running, and he will be piggybacked to the floor there by Jay Boyers, who literally rode him to the ground. What if there's a time limit on that? Burdine across the timeline, or rather takes the inbounds pass, goes to the left wing. That sounds better. White. Now to Burdine. Burdine stops. 12-footer. Got it. Yeah. On the left side, Jackson Burdine gets his 15th point tonight. Tiger lead is 52-27. 3:38 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Don't forget basketball action tomorrow on the road at Adamsville. And McCalman has it in the paint, goes left wing to Briggs. Now pass underneath, driving and putting up a layup, a little hook shot that Lewis put up that just didn't go. Fight for the rebound and a foul called on the Tigers. Sipes will pick up his third foul tonight. And to the line will go Baxter Lewis. And he's shooting 2. First shot is off, no good. Let's take that. That's not Lewis. That's Anderson Spencer. So Spencer's first shot, however, was no good. Second shot, missed them both. Rebound, White. So 3:13 remaining. Tigers with the ball, leading 52-27. White over now to Murphy for 3. Front rim won't go. Rebound is the Aggies' Boyer. Boyer's over to McCalman. McCalman to the left wing. Hands it off now to Butler, who's in the game now for the Aggies. Tigers will go 2-1 after tonight. And I'm not sure what the Aggies score season record is. Here's a steal by Murphy. Murphy drives down. He's going to catch Coleman underneath. He scores and he's fouled. So and that's going to be 5 on McCalman. He fouls out, and here come the Tigers with the inbounds pass. They go over to Coleman. Coleman underneath to Sipes. Sipes shot won't go. Rebound Aggies. 2:26 as Killo outside now to Boyers. On the right side to Killo now. Baseline jumper, it's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Coleman. Coleman will dribble up the floor with 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Stopping on the baseline. And that is Floyd. Am I right? Yeah. Down in the corner for 3. It's good. So Hunter Floyd on the floor for the Tigers. Cans a 3 off the right side. Now there's a struggle for the basketball on the other end as driving, putting up a shot, running right to left, right-handed, which is a tough job, is Anderson Spencer. He'll get 2. And with 1:33 remaining, the Tigers will take it out baseline. Murphy will, or rather, that's Hardin, will get it in to Murphy. And Murphy goes right side. Here's another three-pointer. It's going to be put up and no good by Floyd. Fight for the rebound, lost out of bounds. And Floyd will be inbounding. No, they've changed it. Now they're going to put Murphy in there to inbound. He gets it in. Here's a three-pointer that goes over the backboard on coming off the rim, and Heath Hardin missed the 3, but with 1:17 remaining, Tigers headed to a victory here. Nobody really worried too much about it. On the right side, Briggs. Down in the corner, here's a long three-pointer, and I mean, that was Killo who drained a three-pointer from almost out of bounds. 57 seconds remaining. Too little, too late, though, for the Aggies tonight. Here's Hardin with it. Inside now. And that is Corbin Dale in for the Tigers, substitute. Hunter Reeves in for the Tigers. Make sure we get these names out there. Young players. Here's a driving travel. There's trying to get a shot off there was Hunter Floyd, a junior. Right now, Hunter Reeves is a senior. And now there's a shot off goal on that side. No good. 20 seconds remaining. Outlet pass down the floor going in. And scoring is Hardin Heath. Or Heath Hardin. I'll get it right in a minute. There's 5 seconds left. They get it in underneath. Jumper is going to be up and good by Spencer. And that will be the end of the ball game, mercifully for them and mercifully for me. So 57-34, the final score. And the Tigers took a control of the game relatively early. They led 18-5 in the first quarter, ended up 34-14 at half, 43-23 at the end of the third, and 57-34 in the final stanza. So that is a good W, but it's over. Tomorrow night, Adamsville will be the focus of the Hardin County Tigers.
Oh, yeah, Lady Tigers will be in a battle. The Tigers will be in a battle. I think if pick which battle is going to be more challenging, it's going to be for the Lady Tigers. And it should be a good one. It never ceases to not have excitement in it for sure. And like I said, it's a crowded place to play. It's a hot place to play. And it's loud.
Most of these kids know each other.
Oh, yeah.
And that just makes it that much more intense. And of course, the parents know each other, too.
Exactly.
And the teachers know each other. The principals know each other. It's a cut above most games that we play, even though we're not even in the same.
Well, it's good. It's good to get a couple of wins. Yeah, it's good to get a couple of wins going into tomorrow night. Then after tomorrow night, we'll get a break and then hit December running, and then we'll work our way into district. But, you know, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint in high school basketball. So, you know, this game 4 and or game 3 headed into game 4, and looking forward to tomorrow night. Tip-off time will be at 6 p.m. So it should be a good one. 2 good ones tonight.
Lady Tigers win by 30. Let's look at the scoring real quick for the Aggies. 17, the high man is Anderson Spencer. He's followed by Ethan Killo with 9. Also Baxter Lewis with 5. Aiden McCallum with 3. And that about does it. For the Tigers tonight, leading scorer is going to be Jaden Davis with 16. He's followed by Jackson Burdine with 15. Also scoring up there was Lamarion White with 8. Aiden Coleman came off the bench to score 6. Heath Hardin had a deuce there at the end, and Peyton Murphy hit a 3 in the first half. Also, Hunter Floyd hit a 3. Ian Stanley had 4. So those are the scores for the Tigers tonight. Again, be sure to join us tomorrow night as we go on the road to Adamsville. If you can make it, please make it. If not, be sure to join us. We will be live streaming, if at all possible. So join us there on YouTube, Slice 93. So for Steve Carnell and my good buddy Steve Smith, this is Bill Sharp saying good night, Tiger fans.